Are you guys understanding? So at a point, a lot of people saw that this case is getting, so that was how the case was getting delayed. Mr. Oladayo Ogungbe and his people came on board. I want drop waiting that they file for that. I want file a straight say DNA. They needed. Okay, now Mr. Oladayo Ogungbe,
I'm listening.
Can you pick it from that side? You just summarize it from that November.
Okay, so let me first and foremost, before I will say anything,
okay,
let me perhaps correct an impression.
Okay.
The lawyers working under the law firm of Dr. Wahab Shitu SA, they are competent lawyer.
Yes.
They are competent lawyer. They are qualified lawyer, and they discharge their duty diligently for Baba Mohbad. The decision to change counsel, to change lawyer, rests solely with the clients. And apparently it is the Aloba that felt that, okay, because like you said, Dr. Wahab Shitu SA may not be personally present at the magistrate court, and they felt that, okay, perhaps they should engage another law firm to handle.
Are you guys listening?
To handle that matter. Why the LNLC continue to handle the investigative part of the death of Mohbad to unravel the cause of death. So let me just correct that impression so that you will not be saying, oh, they that. I give my respect to them and all of that. Now let's go back to let's go back to the main issue.
Yes.
So what transpired on the 2nd of December is very simple. Prior to 2nd of December, we had gone to court after we filed our notice of change of counsel, and we filed an application to vary the earlier order the court had granted. The reason why I am doing all of this is to correct the narrative that was peddled online by the lawyer to Wunmi in their press statements. They released a press statement and they distorted fact and they painted Mr. Aloba Baba Mohbad as if he is the one that is manipulating to manipulate the process. I felt, in fact, they even, part of their write-up is like they were trying to indict not just Mr. Aloba, they were equally pointing accusing finger that is why they changed counsel and that's why they brought this application to manipulate the process. I felt a bit slighted and disturbed that this is coming from them. Now, let's be clear. The motion we filed, we have done a rejoinder in our press conference. The motion we filed is to guide the process from taking of sample to the specific location, specific DNA center that will be used to conduct the test. The reason why all of this, and apparently we chose US and UK. The procedure that was adopted, the procedure included, in fact, when they are taking sample, part of the relief we are seeking is that Baba Mohbad will be there, his lawyer will be there, Wunmi will be there, a lawyer will be there. A representative of the court will supervise the entire process.
Are you guys listening?
There was never a time the process of conducting the DNA in our motion, there is nothing in our motion that suggests that Wunmi or a lawyer will be left out.
Yeah.
In the course of taking of sample, sealing the sample, taking the sample of both Mohbad and Liam, and sending the sample. In fact, we are not the one that is going to send the sample. It is an officer of the court that is going to send the sample to a designated DNA center, both in US and in UK, and they are internationally renowned. All of this procedure are going to be supervised by the court, not Baba Mohbad. So Baba Mohbad does not even play any role in our motion. The essence of that motion is to even create transparency, so that, because the reason why now somebody can now argue that why will Baba Mohbad choose a DNA center? The reason is not far-fetched. There is a checkered history of what Lagos state officials have done during the coroner inquest. Now, let me give you the background. Now, this is the fear of my client.
Okay.
There is a checkered history where they took mohbad sample. It took them almost 8 months. After they took the sample, now it was Baba Mohbad, the Aloba that paid for go and do autopsy. They are supposed to do autopsy to ascertain the cause of death. They didn't conduct the test until after Baba Mohbad went to Brekete and make noise about it. This was what is in the public space. Now, when the result eventually came back, it came back as inconclusive.
Are you guys seeing it?
Okay, where did you people do it? They said MHS in US. Family members, yes, now the Aloba family wrote an email to MHS that confirmed that you received Mohbad's sample and you conducted an autopsy. The response they gave, we have the response. They said they don't have such name as Mohbad, the Ilerioluwa, Promise, Aloba. They didn't receive such sample. That was their response. It's on Punch, it's online. Punch publish it.
You see, you guys are not seeing all this from the Mohbad side though. Now that one where we see them Gumi post, now you not going to see. This is the truth. You can see them online. Go to Punch. Do you see the? You guys remember that the corona inquest test came out? Everybody know that it was inconclusive after 8 months. Are you seeing who was manipulating who? Please, sorry.
The question is what has gone underground? Who did what? These are their fears. These are their Aloba fears that it appears somebody somewhere is pulling a strings. How can you say that you cannot ascertain the cause of death of somebody who died less than 3-4 days? He was buried, they exhumed him. You said because they buried him after 3 days. They exhume somebody after 10 years. They will still determine the cause of death in US, in UK. People are now saying you cannot ascertain the cause of death.
Imagine.
No. These are the fears. Now, what triggered the issue of DNA? Let's be clear. If there's anybody, if I'm to describe the character of Mr. Aloba Joseph, he's a complete gentleman to the core.
Obviously.
That man is a complete gentleman to the core. In fact, what transpired in court at the last adjourned date shows clearly that Mr. Joseph Aloba loved Wunmi genuinely as a daughter. And I'm going to explain the reason. First and foremost, you see, when I read their press conference, I was angered. I said, so these people still have the guts to release a press conference, manipulate the entire narrative, and trying to paint Mr. Joseph Aloba as somebody who wants to manipulate the process. As how? Okay. When we were before the magistrate, I personally confronted Wunmi. I told the magistrate that Wunmi has done secret DNA.
Are you guys listening?
And she is here to publish the results. Her response was that I can bring the result now. In my head, I was like, so you even did secret DNA?
You see?
Now, how can you do secret DNA if you know that it is Mohbad that is the father of that boy? Why should you do secret DNA? You don't need it. You don't need to validate it. In fact, I would have expected Wunmi release the boy to the Aloba family. Ọmọ yín ni ẹ lọ ṣe DNA. Because I have nothing to hide. Meaning for her to go and do secret DNA, that means there is a doubt. Even she has a doubt. For her to do secret DNA, because why will you do secret DNA? For what purpose? That means Mr. Aloba is not wrong after all. That means there is no smoke without fire. And now, why did I say Mr. Aloba loved Wunmi genuinely as a daughter? Mr. Loba told the court that the reason why I'm doing this DNA is because my son told me that he caught this girl having an affair, blah blah blah, that I'm even the fourth person he told. Wumi's response was that eh, you say I'm having an affair, and yet you want me, you are pushing me, you push me to give birth for your son. And Mr. Loba said, it's because I love you as a daughter. I have nothing against you. Until when my son told me, that means my son he's been holding all of these things for a very long time. My son knows that I love you. That's why he didn't want to tell me. Until when I was pushing that people should formalize your union. That was when he told me. He opened up to me. And that is what is triggering this DNA. So now the thing is, people who have already done secret DNA, they are now accusing us of trying to manipulate the process. How can we manipulate the process? You have not released the boy to us. And the motion we brought carried everybody along. Everything is going to be supervised by the court. Now, what is the court outcome? Now, let's be clear. The court has a very good intention, and the court is playing a neutrality role in all of this. The court told me something, said, Mr. Ogungbe, I have read your application. I don't have a problem with your application. The only challenge is this. If I grant your application and the result comes out, the other party will say it is because we are the one that chose it's because we are the one that chose the center. Then they will say we have manipulated the results. If the result is in our favor.
Guys, listen up.
If I also allow them to choose a center, because between me and you, they had earlier suggested a center too. They have suggested a center too before I came in. Before I came in at all. They now triggered the entire process. No, you can't suggest. The court now said, if I also allow them to choose a center, chances are, if the result comes out,
yourself,
we are going to counter it. Now, the court now said, to play the neutrality role, the court will decide the center which the DNA will be conducted. Now, this is where the courts now peg it, that none of the parties will have knowledge of where they want to do it. Unfortunately, the court is handing over this role to the welfare officer, I think from Ministry of Youth and Sports. This is the fear, this is the concern of my clients.
Welfare officer for this Nigeria.
Yes, this is the concern of my own clients.
Now.
Because of the checker history of what transpired at the coroner inquest. So now, between me and you, I have had series of meetings with the Aloba family, and they have expressed their worries. See, between me and you, this concern is valid and genuine. They said, Mr. Ogungbe, how can we guarantee from the taking of sample to the chain of custody of the sample before it gets to the undisclosed place they want to send it to? And how are we so sure that in the course of transporting this sample, something wouldn't have happened? Because something similar happened during the coroner inquest, where the autopsy came back as inconclusive. Up till now, we don't know, we cannot ascertain the cause of death of mohbad.
Hey, so, are you guys not seeing this thing? Please continue, sir. Sorry.
So these are all the concerns they've raised, and I told them, I said, first and foremost, we are between the devil and the deep blue sea. We are actually in there is a confusion. We are at a dilemma. Let me use that word. The thing is, let's trust the process. But even as a lawyer, I cannot guarantee the chain of custody because I will not be there when they are sending it. We don't know where they want to send it to. We don't know who is going to. We don't know where because see, and we are apparently it is Mr. Lover that is going to pay.
Exactly.
So if you are going to pay, how are we so sure? Because there is no smoke without fire. I can't dispel any of their concerns as a lawyer. But the only thing I told them is that we may need to sit down, re-strategize, have a comprehensive meeting, come up with a strategy, approach the court from a different perspective, so that we can detail our concern and fear to the court. See, because the court is playing a very fantastic and umpire role. The court will just want to guarantee the neutrality of the entire process and to ensure that the integrity of the process is perfect. But my client has concern with respect to some of the Lagos state officials that will be handling these things because of their previous experience. The court will not be there when they are doing it. The court has only made an order. So this is the dilemma we are into, and my client don't want once bitten twice shy. Doing the same thing in the same way and expecting a different result is the first definition of insanity. That's what Ziegler said. So my client don't want to fall into the same trap.
Exactly.
So they've been consulting me, Mr. Ogungbe, what are we going to do? How do we ensure this process? Because we can't have this thing and they will go and bring result from somewhere. So these are the concerns between me and you. And between me and you, mohbad case is a public interest litigation.
Exactly.
Even the magistrate confirmed it. He said this is a very sensitive public interest case. So we need to approach it very carefully. Everybody is careful. So trying to now come online, release a press conference to now denigrate my client, paint him as somebody that want to manipulate which process? If truly you are so confident